Okay guys, we're back and basically we're going to start up the Dark Phoenix custom statue. I went with gloss black. I did my whole chrome process, which what I did was primer, primer filler, got all the details and everything worked out. Then I did primer sealer and then went with gloss black. I'm not doing gloss white because I want to utilize the black in the flame. So the white doesn't work for what I'm doing here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my chrome work, but I'm going to do all the chrome up top and stop around in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do yellow over that chrome, and then I'm going to do clear red, over that. So this way you get that flame look going to the top is, yellow going to red to the black, down there. So I kind of want that flame look going. So basically I'm going to set up now and do the chrome, and then after that we do the colors, and then once that's done we start working on the figure. Alright guys, so a little explanation what I did here. I didn't use Tamiya clears on this base. What I recently discovered from a previous base was the Alclad transparencies are almost as good as Tamiya clears, because you don't really even have to thin these suckers. You just spray them out and it goes on nice and thick, and it's actually sturdier and thicker because it's made for Lexan, yeah, for like RC cars, so it holds up better, so you don't get as much scratches and have to deal with stuff. So as long as you have a nice thick airbrush, like my Badger Velocities, they spray out very thicker than my Iowa does. So I use those instead. So basically what I did is I did a coat of yellow, then I went in with the base with red, and then I didn't have orange, so I just mixed the yellow and red together, and I kind of just did orange all around it. So as you can see, I got a nice shiny flame base, and I kind of like the way this came out better because these Alclad clears are amazing. I think they're my clears of choice now for at least Alclad. I haven't tested them on paints yet, so I don't know how well they'll hold up. So I have to do some tests and just see if I like them better than Tamiya's, or maybe Tamiya only works on Tamiya paints. I don't know yet. So that's basically the way I did up the base. So basically now I'll let this set for a night, and then what I'll do is I'll do the black base at the end, touch all that up. So next I'll be working on the figure. Then after the figure I'll do the base, and then I'll be done. Alright guys, so a little explanation. What I did is I used the Garage Kit's flesh tone. I used a golden burnt sienna hue, this stuff for shading. I used some Badger blue for the eyeshadow. So basically what I did is got it all clear, all coated in skin. Then I did some shading up in here and around in there, and then I work with the figure. I do shadows underneath, I do highlights going down, and I work around it. Now I didn't go too crazy with shadows on her because I want the face to kind of pop, and I gave her some nice eyeshadow. Basically what I did is I did the blue, right? So it's really blue, it's really popping. So then what I do is I go with the golden burnt sienna and I hit that brown into it, so it gives it a little bit darker and stuff. So then when I hit it down there with the lights again, I get the little eyelids back, so you make it pop out a little bit more. So basically, and then after that I just use some women's makeup blush with a brush, and I just did her cheeks because it's kind of hard to do it with the airbrush, and I kind of like the way this goes, but you got to seal this after. So I'm going to seal this up, And then you do the facial features with the lips, the eyes, and then we go on from the rest. Okay guys, so basically what I did is I masked off the base and I masked off the face since it's all done. I did a whole chrome silver from Tamiya. Next I go in with some shading gray, do some shading areas, and then after that I clear coat it with red. So basically you'll see the process as I go along. If for some odd reason I do too much shading gray in an area, I could just mist over back with the chrome silver. It's just getting that dark areas in here, so once the red goes over it, you see it all comes together. Alright guys, so I masked off the Dark Phoenix at the moment. Basically, I'm going to check over everything just to make sure I got all the lines are all correct, because I let it sit here for a couple minutes. I was doing some other stuff. So basically, you can have like silly putty if you put it too much, start sagging and warp, and you want to make sure all your lines are clean once you start painting. Basically what I want to do is I want to use this Auto Air. It's basically like Createx. It's a metallic gold. I love this color. It's a great color. It's a nice, really like, yellowish gold compared to just like pearl gold. This is a metallic. It really works cool, but the only problem is this doesn't stick well to anything. It doesn't stick well to primers. It doesn't stick. I just love the color. It doesn't stick well to any paints except Tamiya chrome silver or titanium gold. I found that if I do a layer of this first and then I do this, I get the color I want. So basically, I coat it in this, and then I go to my metallic gold, because for some odd reason this just doesn't want to stick to anything. You can build it up slowly. It takes some time, but by the time you actually get it there, you put so much of this Createx gold on it, it's so thick that you run into problems. When you have at least base coated titanium gold, you can just go over like a little lightly and stuff, or and you get your gold and everything works out good. So I'm going to check it over real quick, and then we just go to painting. Alright, so basically what I did is I masked off the hair. I'm going to be ready to paint that up. Hair's a little bit difficult because the more strands you have like this, the more you got to kind of work it at. Basically around the edges, I kind of just did generic masking. I didn't go too crazy because I'll have to go back in there and do touch-ups. And of course, around the edges in here, I'll have to do touch-ups. Basically, I just want to get most of the hair done, and I go in with a paintbrush afterwards and tighten it up and stuff because it's very difficult to mask off little tiny strands and all that. So basically, once that's done, I just paint up the black part of the base and we're pretty much finished. Basically for the flames, what I did is I went in with a paintbrush with red and added more streaks into it so it's a little bit more flowing and just kind of blending. So we'll just mask up the rest of the body, we'll do the stuff, and then we'll finish her up. Alright, so basically finished up the hair. It's kind of hard to see in the video. As you can see, certain lights catch it. So there's like pearls mixed into it and everything like that. Had to do some touch-ups around the edges. Didn't want it to go in too crazy because you didn't want it to fight with this, didn't want to fight with the outfit. You want to give her just kind of like a regular hair. So basically I'm just going to do the base, and then after that it's done. So hopefully you guys like the way I did this, and hopefully helped you guys out. And I'll put up a video of a 360 of this. Thanks for watching.